Hi there, I'm Sean. Thanks for choosing this 30-minute strength and body weight class. I'm excited to exercise with you. Now for class, you're going to need a band or resistance tube and a set of dumbbells, both of which are appropriate for your fitness level, and then a chair that we will utilize to help with some balance work if you do need it throughout class. Lastly, have water ready to go so that you stay hydrated throughout class. And with that, we're going to get our bodies moving. So let me start my timer here, and we are going to march in place right here. Time to get the heart rate up, warm up that body, prepare it for what it's about to do. Warm up, important. Workout, very important. Cool down, just as important. All three components of the workout. Beginning, warm up, the actual work phase, and the cool down. Equally important. So here, we want to make sure those joints are ready to do the work and add that load. So nice big movements, everything on purpose, and let's get that heart rate up and body temperature up. Now what we're going to do is combine this with heel digs. But first we'll switch and we'll go to heel digs. In 4, 3, 2, and dig it out to the front. Reach, reach. So fists go out forward, toes go up in the sky, heels touch the floor, and you bend that knee a little bit. It's kind of like a partial squat on one leg as you reach that foot out there. You have a few more. 4, 3, 2, 1, march. 4, 3, now dig. Hup, hup. 4, 3, 2, 1, dig. Again. Hold the march right here. You have 8, 7, nice and big. 4, 3, heel digs for 8. You have 8, 7. Combine the two. March 4. Here. Heel dig 2. March and a dig. Each side. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 2 more. Last one. Actually, V step. Here it is. Right. Just hold the right. So I make a V with my feet. We up, up, and in. Reach, reach, and pull it in. Up, up, pull. You have 4 on this side. Then we'll tap and we'll do a left lead, like so. Ready? Left lead. Left. Up. Back to the right lead. Tap in right. You have 4, 3, 2, tap, left lead, left, up. Yeah, big reach with those arms. Now 2 of each. Ready? Right, tap it up, 2, and left. Right, do it again. Now left. Break it down all the way, ready? 1 of each, here we go. Up, up, and right. Yes, keep switching. Alternating sides. Change it all. Tap right and left. Out to the side. Tap. Right. Yeah. Now big reach or a little punch in that opposite direction. We'll combine this with the V step. So we'll do a V right and a left, and then we'll tap it out. But let's do the V step a couple times. Give you a little time to get used to it. Hear the music building. 4, 3, ready? V step, let's go. Up, up. Again. Now tap it. Tap it out. Reach, reach, or punch. Your choice. 4 more. 4, 3. Back to that V step. Go. And left. Do it again, right? And left, tap, back to the tap side. Yeah. 4, 3, the feet will stay wide. Lunge side to side, side to side. Yes. Nice and big. Can you get those feet any further apart? Push the butt to the back. Keep the chest up right now. Now we're going to reach and pull to the right. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. You have 4 more. 4, big reach, come on. 3, 2, and 1. Pause at the top, left side, let's go. Reach and pull. Yeah, upper body warm, get the lower body warm, a little stretch here and there. Good for you. 4, come on, big reach and pull. 2 and 1. Stay in this position, bend the knees, hands go on the floor, try and keep your head level with your heart. We lift, we lower, and we stand. So tap the floor, lift the hips, lower the hips, stand up. Tap the floor, feet are nice and wide, and you'll feel a stretch in the back of the thighs. So we tap, fingertips, extend the legs, drop the hips, stand up. Now let's add to that stand. Stand and reach to the floor. Hips go up and down. Stand and reach. 2 more. Last one. And you did it. Okay, the body's ready. Our first exercise is an upper body exercise with the band. So go ahead and grab that, and we will, I'm gonna actually adjust this microphone here. Kind of flopping all over the place, sorry about that. We want a chest fly, so the band goes behind you. We do each muscle group 3 times. First one's 20 seconds, second one's 30, next is 40, but we will give you a little break in between. So this is really going to challenge your muscles today. Grab your handles, wrap it around at least once, maybe twice depending on how you're feeling. You can always lower your intensity if you need to. Feet are nice and wide. We squeeze. In, it's 20 seconds. Breathe out as you exert the force. And use the muscles in the middle of the chest to squeeze those arms together. Now, my elbows are slightly bent and I'm standing up nice and tall. My abs are turned on. I'm really trying to contract as many muscles in my core as I can. And stop there. And then you have a brief rest now. The next exercise is actually going to be same thing with a band, but instead of a fly motion, we're going to do a pressing motion. So I want to give you enough rest time, and then we will go ahead and work the same muscle group this time for 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Press and back. Press. And the same thing is happening. Your core is on. Pull that belly button up and into the rib cage. Yeah, tighten it up as much as you can. Can you tighten your glutes, your backside? And squeeze those muscles in the middle of the chest. Push those arms straight out in front of you. Thumbs up, very important. Mine weren't at quite enough of an angle there. And stop there. Now we rest again, and then we're going back to that chest fly. So you want to roll out those shoulders a little bit. We have 20 seconds of rest, and then we'll do the exercise again that we started with, okay? So this one might be the most difficult, should be 40 seconds. You ready for it? And arms out, let's go. 40 seconds. Squeeze the middle of the chest. If you feel like this is tough, it should be difficult. You should be challenging yourself as we're going up what we call a ladder. We build. Each one, each set is a little bit longer than the first set, but definitely giving you the time in between to rest. But it should be challenging you. That's normal. You're almost halfway through, or over halfway through. Come on. My counting and my tech that's counting, which is my son behind the camera there, are two very different things. I need to learn to trust him more because he actually has the timer in his hands, and I don't. I'm trying to talk in time at the same time. All right. So the next exercise is with dumbbells. So you can go ahead and set that band down, and it is going to be shoulders. Now this first one's an isometric, meaning no movement. We lift the dumbbells up to the side, shoulder level, and we hold for 20 seconds. So make sure this is on. Tighten up here. Ready? Hold. 20 seconds. Now breathe. People have a tendency to hold their breath when they do isometric work. And you want them level with your shoulders. Now, if you need to modify it all, you can bring them in closer to the body. Try and keep them as far away from you as you can. Remember, it's only 20 seconds the first time through. And stop right there. It goes pretty fast. And then it's over and we do it again. A little remnant of my shirt here, some threads coming off. Okay, the next exercise is actually going to be a front raise, lateral, front, and down. We're going to combine a front with a lateral raise, keeping the thumbs up while we do it, okay? So roll those shoulders back, you engage the core, and let's go. Lift, 30 seconds this time, and down. Thumbs up, lift, open, and lower. Keep the shoulders pressed down. When we do shoulder work, a lot of people have a tendency to let those shoulders drift up towards the ears. Try and keep them pressed down. Just 5 seconds and your 30 seconds is up. Last one. And stop right there. Okay, you get to set the dumbbells down while we rest and pick up the band. We're doing a sword draw, and we'll do a right sword draw first. So you hold the handle in the right, and then you choke up on the band, and you place it maybe 6 inches that you see here. You place it on the hip as your anchor. Hands come together, and like you're drawing a sword, let's open up 40 seconds on this side. 40. And lift. So you want a big reach up and up at an angle, thumbs up, and then bring it back down. This is working the back of those shoulders beautifully. And try and squeeze that shoulder blade, the shoulder blade, the scapula, closer to the spine when you open up. Big open. Right there. Reach it up to the sky. Great for the shoulder joint, all the different motions that we're doing here. All right, one more, we'll finish it up. And we don't have to worry about the rest on this one because we're just switching arms. So the right one's not doing the work anymore. You hold the left hand, about 6 inches of band, anchor in, hands together, and another 40 seconds on this side. Ready? Here we go. Big open, close. Take your time. And really try and reach that arm up towards the corner of the wall there on the ceiling. So good for posture. Working those posture muscles right now. Stand up nice and tall. Keep everything engaged still. Just 2 more. 2. Last one, and done. 2 sets of muscle groups, you've worked. Not so bad, is it? 3 times sounds like a lot with an increasing ladder, but it's not too bad once you do it a few times. You're challenging yourself, you're doing the right thing. The next exercise is actually going to be a single leg squat. We'll do 20 seconds on each leg, so you can decide if you have the dumbbells in your hand or if you do this without the dumbbells, okay? But single leg. Try and keep that left foot off the floor and know that that chair is there if you do need it to help you with balance, okay? Use it. How many dumbbells? 2, 1, or none? 20 seconds on the right. Here we go. So it's drop and stand. Now I'm not pushing down on the chair to help get up. I'm just using it for balance. Drop. Stand up all the way without locking the knee. Keep the chest up. Try and keep the weight in the back of the foot, in the heel. 2 to go. And 1 more. And stop there. Okay, we just transitioned to the other side. You can actually keep the weights in the same hand and keep your hand on the chair if you know. I'm going to try and do it without holding onto the chair this time and keeping my foot off the floor, but you can always tap your toe if you need to. Ready? Here we go. Drop and lift. Keep the chest up. Try and keep your eyes on the horizon. Drop and lift. Now, one of the reasons I like to have your eyes stay straight ahead is because when people look down, they tend to lose their form. You want to keep those shoulders up and roll back. Engage, and if you look down, it's easy to round out those shoulders. One more, and we'll finish. And stop. Okay, let's give those legs a little bit of a rest. Why don't we get some water? Stay hydrated, very important. Okay, next exercise is a lunge. We want to do a stepping back. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. We're going to do a squat with the band, a regular squat. So the band goes on the floor, and then you can step wide. Now you can keep your hands at your waist, anchor them there, or you can start them up here. And you can always come back down to your waist if you need to at any time. This is 30 seconds. So are you ready for it? Get set, and let's go. Drop, stand up all the way. Remember to use your glutes to help you get up. And wiggle those toes at the bottom. Your feet are slightly wider than your hips. They're about shoulder distance apart. Your toes are out at 10 and 2 o'clock. All right, just past 11 and 1. Sit back in that chair and stand up strong. Give me one more. And now let's go down and hold for a brief 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you got the squats done. Now we go back up to the upper body. This time with the upper body, we're doing what's called a scapular retract, okay? And we want that band tight in the front, and it's a small movement, so you don't want this loose, because all we're doing is squeezing the shoulder blades together, so you're not going to see a real big movement. You want to try and wrap your shoulder blades around your spine. 40 seconds for this one. You ready for it? Get set, and here we go. Retract. So you're opening your chest and squeezing your back muscles in between your shoulder blades to bring your shoulder blades together. Retract. Very important also for those posture muscles. You've got this. One more, and you made it. Excellent work. Now we're going to go back down to the lower body. And the first exercise is a back stepping lunge. So we step back with the right foot, and we go right into the lunge, and we come back up and bring the feet together. Now I'm going to grab my dumbbells for this and have those in hand, and you can decide how much weight you want, okay? So I'm going to put the weights in each pocket, and we go right leg and then together. Same leg, right leg. Just 20 seconds on this one. Keep that ankle and knee in alignment. Try and keep the knee right above the ankle. And again, keep those toes free. So wiggle them and push through your heel. And stop right there. Now we do the other side. Ready? Get set and go. Left, lunge down, lift up tall. Stand up tall. Challenging that balance a little bit. Keep the heel up in the back. One more and you'll finish. Okay, you did it. Now you can keep your dumbbells in your hands. For the second set that'll be 30 seconds long, or you can get rid of 1 or 2 dumbbells, your choice. I'm gonna keep them in my hand. Let me show you what the exercise is. It's an alternating bowler's lunge. So the foot in front stays pointing straight to the front. Try and keep your hips as square as you can. You will turn a little bit, you just don't want a lot of turn. On the toes in the back, you lunge down, feet together, switch. Your feet are about 12 inches apart, and down. Okay, you ready? 30 seconds, here we go. Down, lift, together, switch, down, lift, and together. Such a great exercise, especially for the glutes. And of course, the legs, the thighs. Lunges are really great for helping to keep the legs strong and shaping those thighs if that's a goal. But probably more so, we just want to stay in shape. We want to keep our strength and mobility as we age. More important. Finish it up and stop right there. Okay. Next exercise while we rest is going to be a sidestepping lunge each way. So step to the right or left together and step to the right. So I'm going to scoot over a little bit so my chair is out of my way. And while we're resting, you may want to get some water. I'm sweating here. Maybe you are as well. Getting warm here in Minnesota, upper 70s these last couple days, and I think our air conditioner's on the fritz, so it's a little warmer in here than normal. I got some fans going, but I am sweating quite a bit, so forgive me for continuing to wipe the glow off. All right, the sweat, the glisten. Here we go. 40 seconds. One side together, and then the other. So when you step out into that lunge, push your butt back and try and keep your chest up. Push off the blade of your foot to come back. The outside blade. This is the longest one. Worked our way up. You are in the last 8 minutes of your workout, which means only about 3 minutes of actual work. So hang in there with me. You're doing great if you've made it this far. A mental pat on the back. One more, finish it up, and stop right there. Okay, let's move our chair a little bit out of the way because our last 2 exercises were actually going down to the floor. So carefully, one knee, and then put your hand on the floor and lower the backside, and we're going to a regular crunch to start. Okay, so laying flat on the floor, your knees are bent, put one hand and then the other behind the head, and we have 20 seconds on this one. Regular crunch, draw your rib towards your hip bone. Ready, lift. Breathe out as you go up, inhale as you lower. Fingertips just barely supporting the head. Elbows are out. Crunch. Lift and crunch. This one's pretty short. And then I'm going to challenge you with our last exercise. Stop there and you can come up to a seated position. Our last exercise is actually going to be a plank, and we're doing a full 40 seconds in the plank position. So flip over to all fours. And if at any time you need to drop your knees, you do that. We're going to try and hold the plank position for 40 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders, so you may need to bring them in a little bit. And your feet together, your thighs are squeezed together. Tighten your bum, press your shoulders down, and pull that navel in and up into your rib cage. Last exercise. Keep going. You have 15 seconds left. Are you starting to shake a little bit? That's normal. Hang in there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. We get to stretch now. And since we're on the floor, let's go ahead and stay on the floor. And we'll stretch those hamstrings first. So bring one foot in, reach the other foot out, and then with your opposite arm, Try and reach for your toes. Now, if you need to bend your knee to get your toes, that's okay. Then slide that heel out there as far as you can. Feel that nice stretch. So we have a little twist here, which is great for the liver, and a nice stretch for the calf actually, and the hamstrings. If you want to drop your head a little bit, release, come up, give it a rest, then we go back down again for a second time on the same side. Can you get a little bit lower this time? And release. We'll do that one more time on that side. Ready? Grab the toes, extend that leg, lower. And release. Other side. Here we go. Grab those toes. If you've taken classes from me before, you've heard me say this. If you haven't, you keep coming back, you'll hear this. Very normal for one side to be much tighter and a less stronger, not as strong as the other side. Release. Because we're dominant on one side versus the other. So for me, my right side is super tight. It's my dominant side, it's my stronger side. My left side is more flexible, but not as strong as my right side. And that is not abnormal. Let's do one more. Ready? Can you get down a little bit lower this time? Okay, now let's carefully come up to your knees. One knee and one foot. If you need your chair, go ahead and do that. We're going to tuck our hips under and then lean forward for a quadricep and hip flexor stretch. Nice and tall with the upper body, release. And let's go one more time. Just 3 minutes left together. Thank you for sticking with it to the very end and taking advantage of the cool down and these stretches. These are very important. Release, other side. After this exercise, we'll stand. Now let's tuck the hips under first and then push it forward, really opening very tight muscles, those hip flexors. Because being in the seated position, walking, the squatting position, all day long. Release, and let's go down one more time. Tuck the hips and lean forward. Nice and tall. And release. Okay, we can come to a standing position. Use the chair if you need to. Stand up, and we're gonna open the chest this time. So thumbs up, big chest opener. Oh, that's a nice stretch. And release. Do that again. Inhale, and push the air out. Big opening for the chest. We worked it a lot today. And release. One more time. Open. And release. Okay, feet come closer together inside the hips. Stand up tall, and then we reach up with the right and bend to the left. In between two panes of glass. Release, and go again. Extend and stretch. And release. Other side. Release. One more time. Stand up tall first, and then you do the bend. And release. Way to go. Let's do 2 deep breaths together before you turn the TV off or the computer off or the phone, whatever you're using here. Big inhale and exhale. Close your eyes if you can. Big inhale. Happy thoughts. You've done good things for the mind and body. All right, endorphins are flooding your body, which are feel-good hormones, and they're actually natural painkillers as well, all for free as part of your workout. It's kind of a gift our body gives us. So let that lift you up and make your day great, and I hope to see you back again in a class really soon. Until then, take care and keep it healthy. Bye-bye.